second graders, this is Mrs. Daniel from Citizenship Academy. Today we're going to be looking at arrays and how we can draw arrays. So the last couple of days we've been looking at using objects to make arrays, and now we're going to look at drawing arrays and how to organize them. Let's look at our first one. Okay, so this one here, we have it set up in columns. So this array has 3 columns. And we've put this line here in between the columns because that helps it look more organized, and it's easy to see that there are 3 equal columns there. And how many are in one column? How many do you see in one column? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 in each column. So we have 3 columns of 5, okay? And our addition sentence that we could do would be 5 plus 5 plus 5, okay? Then you would count. Well, we could do our doubles. You know we love our doubles. 5 plus 5 equals 10. 10 plus 5 would give us 15. The other option would we could count 5, 10, 15. Okay? This is the same array, but this time instead of looking at the columns, there are still 3 columns. But this time, instead of looking at the columns, we're looking at the rows. Remember, the rows go across. So this time we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. We have 5 rows. And how many is in each row? 1, 2, 3. So we have 5 rows of 3. Okay? 5 rows of 3. And the way that we could add this for our repeated addition sentence would be 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay? And 3 plus 3 we know is 6. And we have another doubles. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 6 plus 6 gives us 12. 12 plus 3 gives us 15. So no matter which way you add it, if you added by columns and you did 5 plus 5 plus 5, we got 15. Or you could add the rows and you would still get the same number, 15, okay? Now we're going to look at how you might draw one. So I'm going to change the screen, and we're going to look at how I might draw 3 rows of 5. So if I have 3 rows of 5, that means there's 5 in each one. I'm going to do X's this time. I'm going to do 1. There's 5 in each row, okay? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they said that we're going to do 3 rows. So we have 1 row. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 rows. And we need 3 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 rows, and there's 5 in each row. So our addition sentence would be 5 plus 5 plus 5. And I know 5 plus 5 equals 10, and 5 more will give me 15. Okay? Now, what if I changed it and I said I wanted 3 columns of 5? So this time I want 5 in each column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's two columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's three columns. 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns. And this time, I would say 5 plus 5 plus 5. So same addition sentence this time. And it would be 15. Let's look at another one. 4 rows of 2. If you want to try it on your own paper, you can. 4 rows of 2. So that means there's going to be 2 in each row. So here's one row, and there's 2 in each row. Here's 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows. 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, and there are 2 in each row. Our addition sentence would be 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. This 2 plus 2 also equals 4. 4 plus 4 gives us 8. Okay? What if we had 4 columns? 4 columns of 2. So this time we want 4 columns and 2 in each column. 4 columns. So we could do across 1, 2, 3, 4 to show our columns. And we want 2 in each column. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Remember that columns go up and down, rows go across. Let's try one more. 3 columns of 4. 3 columns with 4 in each column. So if it helps you to write on top of your paper, you could do that. Columns of 4. So 3 columns would mean we're going to have 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns. And there's going to be 4 in each column. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. And there are 4 in each column. For our addition sentence, we would say 4 plus 4 plus 4. And we know 4 plus 4 equals 8. 8 plus 4 more equals 12. Okay. So that's how you can draw. If you're going to draw it out on your paper, that is how you can do it. Showing X's, make sure you draw the lines in between if you're doing columns or rows. That helps it stay more organized. And now I'm going to show you your Google form for today so you know what to do. All right. So this says 1 row of an array is drawn below. Complete the array with X's to make 3 rows of 4. So they already did one for you. There are 4. They made one row of 4. They want you to have 3 rows of 4. Okay. They want you to have 3 rows of 4. So what would that look like? Okay. I'm going to help you out with the first one. So the first row, now I forgot what it showed us. 1 row of 4, and they want 3 rows of 4. Okay, so they showed you starting out with 1 row of 4. This is what you're starting out with. And they said, I want 3 rows of 4. So 1 row of 4. There's 2 rows of 4. And there is 3 rows of 4. Now, you could use your array that you created to answer the questions. Let's look at the Google questions and see what they're asking. Okay, first question. How many rows are there? Well, if you draw it out, you can easily look at your drawing and see how many rows did I draw? 3. Okay. Then look at the next one. How many columns are there? Okay, I would look here. I'll see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. How many X's are there total? So now I'm going to count them all up. I could do my repeated addition if I wanted, and I could say 4 plus 4 plus 4, and I could say, well, I know 4 plus 4 equals 8, and I know 8 plus 4 equals 12. Or you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? And then you have another problem. Draw an array of X's with 5 rows of 3. 5 rows of 3. So I would draw this out on your paper before you try to solve the questions, okay? 5 rows of 3. And then the question says, how many rows are there? How many columns are there? How many X's are there total? If you draw this out, it will make it very easy for you. And this is the last question. Draw an array of X's with 4 rows of 3. 4 rows of 3. How many rows are there? How many columns are there? How many X's are there total? Make sure you pay attention if they're asking you about rows or columns. Okay? All right, second graders, it's time to get to work. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!